Hello students, welcome back to another session of chapter number 2, Introduction to Microsoft Access 2013. In the last session, we learned about database and DBMS, advantages of a database, Microsoft Access 2013 and its object. We also learned how to start Access and how to create a database in Access. Students, in this session, we will learn about tables in Access. So, let's begin.
Subject Computer, Standard 8, Chapter 2, Introduction to Microsoft Access 2013, Session 2. Students, first of all, let's understand tables in Access. The tables are the building blocks of a database and are used for storing data. A table is made up of rows and columns. The row is the record that contains the individual data pieces making up an individual record. The column, also referred to as fields, consists of categorized information. A database can have one or more tables. Consider the following table that stores data about the employees in an organization. As shown in the given table, ENO means employee number, ENAME means employee name, ESalary means employee salary, EAddress means employee address. Components of a table. The important components of a table are 1. Field or attribute. The columns in a table are known as fields or attributes. A field is a named unit of information. A field stores one type of information about all the objects or items. Every field has a data type that determines the type of values that can be stored under it. For example, the given table has 4 fields or attributes. The field ename stores text values and the field eSalary stores numeric values. Students, let us learn more about field data types. Field data types. The various data types available in Access are given in this table. First is short text. The fields with short text data type can store text or a combination of text and numbers such as names, addresses, and postal codes. Next is long text. The fields with long text data type can store lengthy text that is up to 65,536 characters. Next is number data type. Number data type can store numbers. Date time data type can store date and time values. Currency can store currency values and then display them in different formats. Auto number. The fields with this data type store integers that are incremented automatically when a new row or record is added to a table. Let's see other data types in Access. Yes or no. The fields with this data type can store only one of the two possible values such as yes, no, true, false or on, off. Next, OLE object. The fields with this data type can store files such as Word document, Excel file and so on. Hyperlink can store links to websites or email addresses. Next is attachment. The fields with this data type can store files. For fields with this data type, multiple files can be attached per record. Calculated. The fields with this data type store results of a calculation. Lookup wizard. This wizard creates a lookup field that displays a set of values. Field properties. After we have decided on the data type of the table, we can set field properties. The field properties let us have more control on data that can be entered in a particular field. Some of the field properties are listed in the table. First is field size. This property can be set for fields with short text or number data types. First, for text data types, you can use this property to set the maximum number of characters for a text field. For example, if the value of this property is 20, then the user cannot enter more than 20 characters in the field. The default value for field size property is 50 for the text data type. Second, for number data types. The user can choose from one of the following options: byte, integer, long integer, single, double, and decimal. These options determine the range of values and size of the field. Next is format. This property controls the manner in which data gets displayed. For example, for date and time data types, you can choose the different styles for displaying date and time. Next is decimal places. This property is valid for number and currency data types. It is used to specify the number of digits to be displayed to the right of the decimal point. Its value may vary from 1 to 15. Let's see other field properties. Caption. This property is used to give an alternate, more descriptive name to a field. Default value. This property is used to specify a value that gets displayed automatically when the records are created. Next is validation rule. This property is used to put conditions on the data that can be entered in a field. You cannot enter a value if it is not according to the validation rule. For example, if validation rule is greater than equal to 0, then value in the field must be greater than or equal to 0. Between 10 and 20, value in the field must be between 10 and 20. Is equal to Delhi means value in the field can be Delhi. In Delhi and Mumbai, value in the field can be Delhi or Mumbai. Let's move on to other field properties. Validation text. This property is used to display an error message when the validation rule gets violated. Required. This property can have only two values, yes or no. It should be set to yes if you want that a particular field should always get a value during the data entry. Allow zero length. This property is available for fields with short text and long text data types. It can have two values, yes or no. If the required property is set to yes and the allow zero length property is set to no, then a value must be entered in the field. Students, let's understand second component of a table, that is record. The rows in a table are known as records. A record stores complete information about an object or an item. For example, as shown in given table, it has 4 records. Each record contains the complete information about an employee. Students, let's see third component of a table, that is primary key. A primary key is a field or combination of fields that uniquely identifies the records in a table. A primary key field cannot have repetitive values and cannot be left blank. As shown in the given table, E number field can be made the primary key as every employee has a unique employee number. Students, let's move on to another topic, views of a table. We can work on a table in two views, that is design view and data sheet view. Let us learn more about them. First, design view. In the design view of the table, you can enter the field names, their data types and description. You can also set the field properties. The design view window is divided into two panes as shown in the given picture. First is field grid pane. Field grid pane is used for entering field names and their data types. You can also give an optional description about each field in this pane. Second is field properties pane. Field properties pane is used to set properties for the fields in the table. Students, the given picture is of datasheet views of a table. You use the datasheet view to enter data in the table. When you double-click the table name in the database window, the table opens in the datasheet view. Students, let's see switching between views. You can quickly switch from one view to another by following either of the two options. As shown in the given picture, there are two options. First is A. In A, click on the View option in the Views group on the Home tab to change to the desired view. In the B option, click on the Design View or Datasheet View buttons at the bottom right corner of the status bar. In the next slide, I will show you how to switch between views. Students, let me show you how to switch between views. As you can see, the given table is already in Datasheet view. Now for design view, go to Home tab and in that see left side view option is given. Click on it. You can see datasheet view and design view. Click on design view. As you can see here, it will show you field name and data type. For datasheet view, again go to Home tab, View option and Datasheet view. Okay children, now let me show you another way. In the status bar at bottom right corner, you can see two options are given, design view and datasheet view. Click on the design view, it will show you field name and its data type. Now click on datasheet view, it will show you data of the table. Got it children?
That's all for today. Students, I hope you must have understood it well. In this session, we learned about components of a table, views of a table, and switching between views. In the next session, we will learn about how to create a table.
My loving children, stay home, stay safe, and stay positive. Thank you.